morning, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Mine O'Clock here on ye old Loading Ready Run Network channel Twitch thing. My name is James. I'm old and my back hurts. Ooh, ow. Shouldn't have done that. Yeah. How we all doing? Oh, all these subs. Bodie McBoatface Jr., welcome back for 86 months. Malf Nord, welcome back for 9. Weekend Jedi, welcome back for 27. Retro, welcome back for 39. And Natimus, welcome back for 104 months. The mining will continue until the crafting improves. Yeah, I'm sleepy. And my back hurts. Which I think is just 40. Why am I 40? That was a dumb idea. I should have stopped much earlier. Oh, God, that was loud. Jesus. Sorry. Dear God. All right, well, I'm here. Surge is here, but no Uno today. So let's go ahead and get Surge in here. Hello and good morning.
Hello. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. If it's not famous 0-2 Serge Jaeger.
Hey, look. At least I have hobbies.
Hey, I have hobbies.
Uh-huh. When was the last time you did something?
1994.
Yeah, get got,
Yeah.
son.
I went outside
94.
and I
That was
picked.
a good year.
It was a good year, man. Man, 94. What a year. How are you?
Good. Chilling. Partying like a rock star. You know how it is.
Good.
I mean, honestly, like, jokes aside, I am feeling so good about regularly getting out and playing Magic, not for content.
Yeah.
Turns
Turns out
it's
how
good that feels.
It's a very good game.
Yeah.
It's so much better to play in paper, and I know you don't play like much arena, so that's not really a
I barely
big
play any digital Magic. Yeah,
that's not a big factor for you personally. But also, then when you take away the content aspect, it all just comes together. I think you, me, and Ben, and I don't know if anybody else wants to, but we should do a pre-release again this weekend because that's this weekend, right? So that could be kind of fun. And I would like to go play because the set seems pretty cool.
Duskborn Unlimited is very good.
Yeah, like the actual gameplay. Ignore everything else about it that gets people kind of worked up. I don't to just ignore it all for a second. The gameplay is just really good. So, anyways, this is a Minecraft show, not a Magic show. So, I suppose we should play some Magic. As I said, no Uno today. I don't actually know if he said why he was going to be away.
I believe you killed Uno.
Oh, I killed. Wow. All right. He just said he's not around. He didn't even give us a reason.
I mean,
that seems pretty. I feel like you got to give me a reason.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, right? Is anything weird happening in the United Kingdom right now? Because that's probably Uno's fault. Is it sunny?
Like he's like a criminal right now?
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be so cool if Uno was a really awesome criminal this whole time. I've just been playing Magic with this guy for like a decade. Not Magic, Minecraft with this guy for like a decade, and it turns out that he's like a criminal mastermind. You know, the Oceans...
International kind of mystery.
The Ocean's 11 movies based on Uno. He's actually like 104 and immortal. God, the backstory that I'm creating for Uno is way too cool.
Thief.
Yeah. I think we're making Uno out to be much, much cooler than he actually is.
Wow, poor Uno. The guy isn't even here and you're just roasting him.
I mean, that's the best time to roast people, when they're not around to defend themselves.
True, though.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so, hey, we're going to play some Minecraft, and we were going to, and we still might, actually, depending on how long this is going to take. We were going to start working on, like, the beautification of the outside of the museum. In fact, I'll log in, because I do have a nice view in the museum. I also installed the that Bobby mod. So now when I log in, look at that. You can actually see the whole thing.
Oh, I How does that affect your performance? Have you been having any issues with that? I'm very curious.
I'll let you know because I literally installed it 25 minutes ago.
Oh, sick. Okay. I was going to be like, how has that been as you've been trying to stream it and do everything? That's very funny to me, actually.
I frankly don't know. I mean, right off the bat, I can tell you that it doesn't seem to be a problem, like, at all. Yeah, my frame rate seems fine. I mean, to be fair, I have a pretty decent computer, so, like, I would hope that it could deal with this.
Speaking of which, we should have a little talk after this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It looks really cool, though. I love, like, because, like, I don't know how it works exactly. It's basically, like, you have to go to the chunks and load them, and once that's done, it'll basically keep that in the memory. I think there's still obviously a view distance here, because everything's kind of popping in as I go away. But it's
how do they even work?
Yeah, but it's obviously much larger than the 12 chunk view distance that the server has. And this is all client side. This is not a server side mod. This is a client side mod. So everything is being done on the computer, not the server. So there should be zero server performance issues. But yeah. So far, it seems like it's fine. I don't actually have any idea how to interact with the mod. I just installed it and it just works. I don't know if it has like I don't know if it has like a UI. I don't have like one of those like mod control mods. I do love that to get like UI for a lot of mods, you have to also install a mod for it. I think that's kind of funny.
You have to mod the mod in order to mod the mod?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like 6 levels of moderation, basically.
How many mods are you on, my dude?
Oh, I'm on 8 mods, my man.
I can't wait for you to get into like the next level of this, which is like the Hermitcraft weird extra animations mod 2. Like
I saw that. Yeah, it's like too little animations, too many. I don't actually remember. I have no idea. I did see it when I was downloading this today, and I was like, ooh, I could do that too, because I kind of liked the animations it adds, especially for the animals. They just feel a little bit more alive, which is kind of nice. So, yeah. I did watch a great video the other day, by the way. Anubis, you just reminded me of it with the 3 billion device comment there. I watched a 45-minute video of a dude trying to get Minecraft 1.21 working on a Windows XP install. It had no right to be as entertaining as it was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great. So, highly recommend it if you're looking for something to watch. Not right now. Please don't leave. Your views,
James,
feed my soul,
dude.
But it is a good
now.
But it is a good video. Narkuru, you watched it? Yeah, it was very good. Anyways, so we were going to work on some of the museum stuff today, but Serge has also pointed out that we need moss.
Yep.
And in order to get moss, the easiest way is to build a farm.
Yep.
That you'll turn on for an hour and then never need again.
And then never need it again. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about farms. But what if we need more? But like, seriously though, we're going to need so much moss to make this work. Have you seen the like modern style gardens where you do alternating rows of like moss into grass and stuff like that? Like,
no, not really.
Oh really? Hold on. Let me
so.
grab some and I'll come meet you out there because it looks so good. I just have to find where I put all my I have some moss. No, do I have some moss? Do I not have any moss?
You should get some moss. Yeah, this mod's cool. I wonder, like, presumably you can, like, really up how many chunks the Bobby mod shows you. Like, this would be cool if I could see even more back this direction. This is such a cool view from here.
And I sure wish we had a moss farm right now so I could show you how good moss would look. Are you the museum? I'm still learning how the Sky Nether works.
I'm at the museum.
That says Joe Kim. That's not the museum.
I'm out on the front lawn with all these sheep.
The museum?
Look at all these sheep.
Wow. All right. So I don't know if we're going to put them forward, backwards, or not. But you get like this really
Oh,
cool,
God.
really
Disable your
Yes?
microphone in game. There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
So we'll have to come up with like a layout and stuff like that. But what you do is you do this.
Uh-huh.
And then a large enough scale when you look at it. I mean, obviously it looks terrible right there. But
It looks like
gives
a-
the impression of like molons.
I was just gonna say of like lawn mode. Yeah.
And you add some shrubs and stuff to the side, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, that's some landscaping that's happened over there. I don't have an ender. Do you have an ender chest?
Yep.
Thank you. But we don't have the means to do that at a large enough scale to actually make it look good. But that's one of the plans I have for like massive amounts of this landscaping. Is we're gonna put in some paths. We're gonna put in some like nice basic areas, but otherwise we need to put in like huge amounts of moss. And I checked my chests. I think the shulker box is hiding somewhere, but as far as I can tell, I only have like a stack and a bit, which I don't know about you, but looking around this area, I don't think a stack and a bit's gonna cut it, you know?
All right, so we need to build a moss farm.
Yeah. So follow me. I know exactly where I want to put this too.
Oh, not like right in front of the museum? Boring.
You know what I realized? Speaking of boring, you know what I realized? I realized that we probably of all of the words. Wow, words are really filling me right now. Of all of the trial chambers for us to tear apart, the one that we absolutely should not have torn apart was the one directly underneath the museum, in case we ever want to do something cool with it, right?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't really tear it apart. We ripped up the floor in one room, which we could easily just put back. So. But it's more or less still intact.
Is it?
So where are we going?
We're going to the Surge Industrial area.
Hmm.
This one.
Oh, with the slime farm.
And then over here, you'll notice a nice cleared out flat area with some measurements and stuff.
And a dog.
And a dog.
Hi, dog. Bye, dog. Chicken egg. Damn. All right. So this is where you want to put this thing?
Yes. Bow, bow, bow,
All right.
bow,
So then I will, shall I swap over to the,
yeah, why don't
the
you give a little
thing we're
introduction
gonna-
as
we're
to
gonna be
what it is
building?
we're about to be looking at, you know?
All right, so, bam, right there. You can see there. This is a single-player world. This moss farm, Sergi said it was designed by Il Mango.
This is an old mango farm.
So
Yep.
if you,
And then obviously this is not like a new design. I think this actually came out in 1.18.
yeah. So if you don't know
And-
who Il Mango is, by the way, an extremely talented technical Minecraft player, and somebody who, if you're ever looking for a farm design, I would search that name of farm and Il Mango first.
The only critique of Il Mango is he's too smart. He doesn't make beginner-friendly tutorials. In fact, he doesn't even make tutorials. He just
No.
makes video essays on, look at this cool thing I made.
Yep.
And then you're kind of left to your own devices to figure out how to build it yourself.
Which, I mean, you know, he sets, he gives you a world download. That's all you need. And the reality is I think the most, like, I would guess the majority of people who want to build this kind of farm in their world don't care how it works. They just want it to work, right?
Sure.
And so I think probably they would. I think the majority of his viewers, and he probably has done the math, would probably just rather a world download and a cool video around the thing rather than here's how to place all of these blocks. But yeah, so this is the design that we're going to build. You can see there's 5 different builds here, but we're going for this little one in the middle. And by little, I still mean quite freaking big and pretty damn expensive in terms of actual blocks.
So an important thing to note is the farm is modular.
Yeah.
So one of the things that you're looking at the side is actually the same design, but expanded over a greater area.
Yeah. So
it's not as if you're like, oh my God, it goes from like level 1 to level 4.
No.
This is here's a design, here's a slight permutation on a design, here's the same design with the same redstone clock, but modular so you can scale up production.
Yeah. So you can see that this is just this twice, and this is just this 4 times. But we're just going to make the one. Because again,
to Counting with James, everybody.
this is going to be, we're going to turn this on for probably an hour. I noticed the name of the world was 26,000 Moss Farm. Generally speaking, that's per hour.
Yeah, 26,000 moss per hour dot Moss Farm.
Yeah, yep. Which means, I think we turn this on for an hour, and then we never need to turn it on again.
So we do need to modify it ever so slightly, because currently its only output is bone meal. It's not currently outputting moss. But that's fine. The way to fix that, if you're underneath, there's a row of hoppers. There's 2 rows of composters with hoppers into them.
Yeah.
What we do is we remove half of those composters and then just pull the output out. So half of it will still be composted.
Which you need for the bone meal to actually make the moss.
Yeah, this is self-fueling as well, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then the rest we pull out. And then we only want the moss, but we're going to get moss carpet, azalea, flowering azalea, and seed, I believe, are all of the outputs of this farm.
Yeah. In fact, I assume if I hit this lever...
Yeah, you could watch it in action.
You can see how this thing works.
So to explain the mechanics, if you go underneath the farm, you'll see that there are 4 seeded moss blocks that are in there. They're a little bit hard to spot. There's a moss block, and then right into the moss block, there's a dispenser.
Yeah.
What happens is, on the left side, you have a stone generator. So when lava and water meet each other, it creates stone. And then the pistons are pushing out a constant supply of a stone feed tape. And then on the same clock, every now and then, the stone is being turned into moss. So when you bone meal moss and moss is touching stone, it turns that stone into moss. When you push stone into moss with a piston, it breaks it and it pushes it up. So what you have is stone being created, stone being pushed, stone being turned into moss, the moss being displaced and popping on top, the water flushing it all in the center, and then that moss is all collected into composters, which turns it back into bone meal, which resupplies the system so that it's constantly refueling itself, and then the excess is falling on the ground at James's feet.
Woo!
I hope I did an okay job of explaining that. It's really quite simple.
It's very simple, you'll see. If I go down here, you'll see that, look at that, just a stack and a half almost of bone meal, or 2.5 stacks of bone meal, just like that. That's how that's going to work. And it is complicated, and I have no idea. What Serge basically just said is obviously the very simple layman's terms of what's actually happening. Obviously, there's a tremendous amount of redstone circuitry here that's all about timing and pushing and activating and all that jazz. But you don't need to worry about that, because all you need to do is just run up against it, hit Control-C, and then we'll just exit out, go back in the multiplayer, and then...
I legitimately wanted to try and get Lightmatica going so I could just follow a tutorial, because there's only so many times I could build something like this.
Control-V.
Oh my god. I wish. Dude, I wish.
It didn't work. I thought it might work. You never know.
Well, all right, I'm close. I'm close. So I've got a Lego box for you here, and you love Lego, right? So open these 3 shulkers.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Look at all that Lego. All right.
And then we're gonna play a little game of keep talking and nobody explodes over on the side, just in case. I've got what is this? 12
Bone.
stacks of bone blocks that should fuel the whole thing.
Look
and
at all
just
this
some
moss.
extra moss in case you lose it. We only need the 4. But
Look at all that moss. We didn't need to build this farm. You've got 84 moss here, my dude. 84 moss. How could you possibly need more moss?
that's fair.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do here is to prevent having to continuously go back and forth, etc. I'm going to keep the redstone design up, and I'm just going to communicate to James what he needs to do.
Yeah, this is going to go poorly.
You don't have Lightmatica for this? Oh no.
No,
Wait.
no. Well, then if we did, that wouldn't be much of a fun stream, would it? It would. if I could just see how to build it, it would be very boring.
Can James see my stream? No.
This
We're
is
going
all-
to be communicating stuff.
This is
to
all
him.
content. It's all content. All right, so
Yeah.
I think I got this from memory. So it's a piston here and here, and then
All
there's
right,
like one here.
so here's what I need you to grab, James. I need you to grab all of the white concrete.
Okay, all the white concrete. Got it.
You want redstone dust. You want the repeaters. You want the sticky pistons.
Redstone dust, repeaters, the sticky pistons. Got it.
The target blocks and the redstone torches.
And the redstone torches. Got it. I have all of those things.
Awesome. And then we'll come back and we'll try and do this in layers. It's going to be a little bit tricky, obviously.
All right, give me 1 second here. I shouldn't really need these. So I'm
There's a
gonna
bed beside you as well currently.
go.
So
Great. I'm gonna
if
go.
anything happens, and the area should be fairly torched, but we'll want to be careful.
There we go. Nice and ready to go. All right.
All right, so just do a quick double check for me.
Yeah.
Go into the corner of Netherrack,
Yeah.
and we want to have at least 15 depth. So between the pit and where you are. So check if that's 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Lots of room.
All right. So then, in one, so at about the 17th block in,
Uh-huh.
do three of the white concrete towards, like, away from the pit.
Bam.
All right.
Wait, did I get that right?
You did. And then
Okay.
in the same thing, looking at those 3, so like starting from the pit and then going out, do a redstone line and then a repeater and then a repeater.
Oh, wait, say that again.
So redstone dust and then repeater, moving away from the pit, so towards the lengthwise. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
there you go, that direction. Yep.
And those repeaters are in the right way?
Yep.
Great.
And now put both of those repeaters to the first one, the first one 2 ticks,
1, 2,
and then the second one 1 tick.
1.
All right. Now rotate 90 degrees so that your back is to the pit.
Yep.
Do a sticky piston facing straight up next to the redstone dust block.
What?
So next to the white concrete that has redstone on it, but to the right of that, sticky piston facing right up,
Okay.
and then a concrete block on top of that.
Okay.
And now going just straight left to right, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 white blocks.
In line with the one I just did, kind of thing. So like,
No, on the ground.
Oh, on
not.
okay, so on the ground next to the piston. Like that?
Yes.
And you said 23?
Yes, I just double counted. 23.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And just
All
to
right,
double check here.
Yep.
1,
Thank
2,
you.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
All right, at the very end where you just were.
Yep.
So place another sticky piston straight up.
Yep.
Put another white concrete block on top of it.
Yep.
And then, like you did on the other side, do 3 white concrete blocks sort of towards the back.
Yep.
And then on top of those, do a redstone dust and then 2 repeaters with 1 delay and then 2 delay.
Ooh, wait. Sorry, the 3 should
No,
go.
it should be 1 to the right of the sticky piston, not out of the back of the sticky piston.
So, like that then, right?
I have a slight stream delay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
it's mirroring what we just did on the other
yes,
side.
exactly.
Yeah.
So then redstone dust and then
Whoopsies.
repeater, and then 2 delay and then 1 delay.
All right. Great.
All right. Now, head all the way back over to the left side.
Yep.
And then stand on top of the concrete facing the first sticky piston. And then you're going to place the following stuff. Repeater, dust. No delay on the repeater.
Wait, sorry. Back the way we came.
So walking backwards on that. Yeah. So a repeater into that block.
Yeah.
3 dust.
Yep.
Repeater.
Yep.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 dust.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 dust. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, that is correct.
All right. Now rotate 180 degrees and place another repeater, but facing out. So like facing towards the next sticky piston.
All right, like that. Yep.
And then so do repeater, dust, repeater.
Facing. Yeah,
Into
both
it.
facing.
You're
Okay.
On the other side.
Any tick delays on these?
No, those all have none ticked away.
Okie dokie.
All right, we're going to add a little bit more redstone over to where those sticky pistons were.
Okay.
So heading away from the pit, out of the piston, so it should be beside the other line.
Yeah, right here.
Do a white concrete block, and then a space, and then a white concrete block.
1 second. Let me just. I'm gonna share my screen with you.
Through Discord, so there's no more
Yeah.
delay. I'd love that.
There you go. There you go. Oh, also, I just
All right.
realized. Give me just 1 second. I didn't tweet or anything about this. Today on 9 o'clock, James and Serge play a rousing game of keep redstoning and nobody explodes. That's nice.
And by the way, those of you watching from home, if you also want to follow along, I can give you the world download too. I'm going to drop a link in the Twitch chat. So that if you want to, I don't know, if you want to fact check, if you want to just hang out, if you want to follow along, if you want to build it yourself, any of those options, the link is in chat.
All right, let me just do that over here. HTTPS. Bam. All right, there we go. Got the tweet and the Mastodon out there.
Sick.
All right, so back to
So
this.
hold shift
Holding shift.
right where you are. Look at the repeater in front of you and then place a block of white concrete so you get kind of like a triangle pattern.
Yep.
Sick. All right. Now, going right to left, you want a repeater facing into that block that's raised up in the air.
Oh, like that?
The other way. No, sorry, the other side. You want to power it from the opposite direction.
Oh, so here?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then on top of that block that's floating in the air, facing straight up, a redstone torch.
Okay.
And then on the block on the other side, a redstone dust.
Okie dokie.
All right. Now, go on the other side of the wall where you have the 2 repeaters that are facing forward,
Yep.
and then place a white concrete block floating one up in the air into the face of that repeater, so it's you powering that block.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now you want to go and jump on top of that concrete block you just placed.
Okay.
All right. Now, jump up and place a block under your feet.
Yep.
Going to your left, place a concrete block on top of both of those repeaters.
Okay.
And now going the other direction. So going out, extend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 concrete blocks out.
This way?
Like
behind?
away from the pit.
Oh, on this line here?
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
And you said 11 from here?
11. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
So count that whole line. That should all be 14
1, 2,
blocks.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep.
Amazing. All right. Redstone dust on top of all of those, please.
Okay.
All right. Now, you have the target blocks on you. Sick. So on top of the redstone torch,
Yep.
place a target block.
Okay.
And now the whole length,
Yep.
extend target block so it touches all of that redstone.
Uh,
Yeah, exactly like that. So you
Okay.
want all 14 that way.
so one more here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on top of all those target blocks, please put a redstone torch. All right, and now from memory, repeat the whole thing on the opposite side.
On the opposite side, yeah. Okay.
So I'll help you out.
Well, I'm just trying to
So
remember.
we'll start next to the repeaters on the opposite side there.
Yeah.
So next to the sticky piston, you're gonna put a concrete block and then a space and then a concrete block.
So it's
and then
like
one in the air.
that.
Yeah. And then you're gonna do a repeater into that block, and then a redstone dust on the opposite side. Ooh, we might have missed something last time. The repeater that's powering that block should have 1 tick of delay on it. So can you check the other side and make sure it also has 1 tick of delay?
Got it.
Nice. All right, on top of the block that's floating in the air, put a redstone torch. You already got that. Nice. Now, on top of the 2 repeaters on the outside, 2 concrete blocks,
Yep.
and then 1 concrete block sort of powering those repeaters at the bottom.
Right. Which is that one there.
Yep. And now extend that concrete line up top so it's 14, including the ones that you have there.
3,
So 11
4,
more.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
All right, redstone dust on top of all of that.
How pretty is a museum? We have to build a farm first. Then it will be pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you want a row of target blocks. And then on top of that, you want a row of torches.
Bam.
All right. Do you have powered rails on you?
No.
All right. Go grab the
Got
powered
them.
rails,
Oh,
please.
those are activator rails.
Hold on.
You don't
grab the
have-
activator rails, please.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So walking along the front of the farm. So just as from terminology, that's the front.
Yeah.
And then the back is as we build away from the pit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there's the repeater that's kind of alone by itself.
This one right here.
Yep.
Yep.
Jump behind it and building towards the back of the farm, extend 5 concrete.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then
Or
put 5 activator rails on top of that.
okay. Oops.
And now do that on the opposite side as well from the other.
From the other, this one right here.
Yep. All right. And then. Oops. Are you a sticky piston? Please grab the observers as well.
Yep.
All right. This is going to be a little bit complicated to explain.
Yep.
So facing the front of the farm,
Yep.
looking at that repeater, move over 3 blocks. So you want a gap of 2.
To my left or right?
Move to your right towards the center.
So 1,
go
2.
1, 2, 3. And now on the inside of that, place down a white concrete block.
Okay.
So 4 in total.
4 in.
Yeah. So place.
2,
sorry.
3.
Place. Yeah. 4 total. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that, facing towards the left, you want a sticky piston on the ground.
Facing towards the like that.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
And then you want an observer facing the sticky piston. So you want the little redstone dust to have its butt out. That is the opposite
that's
way.
the opposite
like
way.
a USB, it's always backwards.
So like that.
Yep.
Yep.
And now, going back to the front of the farm and extending from that redstone line towards the sticky piston, you want 4 repeaters with no delay. That is perfect. All right. Now we want to do that exact same thing on the opposite side of activator rails.
So this one's going to go here.
So a gap of 2, and then extend
1,
4
2, 3,
concrete.
4.
Yep. And then you want a sticky piston with an observer facing towards the activator rails.
Yeah.
And then you want 4 repeaters on top with none delay.
Bam. Okay.
Sick. All right.
Should have done a channel bet if it's going to work the first time it's turned on. I mean, if there's a moderator who wants to do that,
if you want to get your gamba on, go
yeah,
for it.
this is going to take probably a little longer.
All right. Go grab a stack. How much space in your inventory? Do you have room to grab some glass?
Yep.
Okay. Go grab the glass, please.
How much? Just all of it?
Like 2 stacks.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Where is this going?
All right. So between the activator rail and the target blocks.
Yep.
So right against the activator rail, so it's up a block, kind of diagonally. I want you to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glass blocks.
Like
yeah,
this?
Exactly like that. Yeah.
And then, okay, so just, yeah. So like that? That's
yeah.
5.
And then extend, like keep going at the same height as that white block. Extend white concrete now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more blocks.
Along this line here?
No, with the white concrete. Or pardon me, with the white glass.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now, it should be in row with the target blocks and the concrete you've made before.
It is.
Sick. All right. Now, on top of that whole line, including the glass, redstone dust.
Okay. Okay.
All right. 1 diagonal away from the rails and towards the target blocks.
Yep.
I want you to put an entire row of target blocks again.
So like there?
Perfect. Yep.
And how many?
The whole row.
Oh,
So
like
the whole
this.
length. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
All right. And now on the inside of that, towards the other target blocks,
Yeah.
I want row of torches.
Like this?
Yep. And then when you make your way back, a whole row of torches on top of the target blocks as well. And then back on the inside towards the target blocks, on top of the diagonal torches, a row of white concrete.
Okay.
All right. Do you have the sticky pistons on you?
Yep.
On top of the white concrete and on top of the torches, a double row of sticky pistons facing straight up.
Is this correct?
Yep. You're crushing it.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go do that on the opposite side again. We're just going to keep trying to mirror it component by component.
Yep, that makes sense.
So you're going to start next to the activator rails.
Yeah.
On the inside, you're going to put down 5 glass.
Yeah. And then
Then you're going to switch to concrete and go all the way. Then on top of the concrete and the glass, you're going to put a row of dust. And then inside towards the old target blocks, you're going to put a row of target blocks sort of diagonally towards it. Sick. And then on the inside, you're going to do torches on top and then torches on the inside, sort of diagonally. Is that a good word, diagonally? Like clean to the side? I don't know how else to describe that.
I think diagonally works.
Yeah.
Come on.
On top of the angled torches, you're going to put a row of concrete.
Okay.
And then on top of the concrete and the torches, sticky pistons facing straight up.
Stupid tiny hitboxes. Okay, there we go.
All right, now I need you to go grab more sticky pistons. Make sure you have a stack, as well as regular pistons.
I have all the sticky pistons you've given me, so, and now I have
Sick.
some regular ones. Okay. Where am I going?
You're going on top of the sticky pistons. So looking outside towards the original target blocks, there's those torches.
Yeah.
You want to place a sticky piston on top of the torch facing towards you. Oh, nailed it. Yeah. Good stuff. Do that the whole row.
Yeah, I have to do it at the very back of that. 1 second.
Might be worth it to grab like a placeholder garbage block. There's a whole slime farm worth of junk and chests over there, if that'll make it easy for you.
Wait, what? Why didn't that work?
It might work easier if you click the piston too. Oh, you got it. Whatever.
That works. It's just that one. What? Why is it this
One of them is cursed, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. Dang it.
Uh-oh, sticky.
Come on, work. Yeah!
Nice.
Okay, there we go.
All right, and now into the sticky piston you placed in that little gap, you want to do the regular piston also facing towards you.
Okay. That should be easy. Okay.
All right, now on top of the sticky piston, which is the back row,
Yep.
you want a layer of observers with their butts facing straight up in the air.
Up in the air. Like that, right?
Yep, and now facing towards you, so there's an arrow at the top. You want it so that the arrow is facing towards you. So click an observer. Yes, that way. All right, and do that whole row.
Okay.
All right, and then on top of those observers, a row of glass.
On both of them?
Just the one that has the arrow, not the dot.
Okay.
All right, let's switch over to the other side. So on top of the torches, you want sticky pistons facing towards you.
Okay.
And you want regular pistons. Again, nice. Back row, you want a row of observers facing straight up, so the butts are pointing out.
Oh, right. So the red dot is the butt for you, huh? I mean, that makes sense.
Well,
the other side is
a
face.
The
yeah.
other side must be a butt.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're right.
And then a row of glass.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Where do we want to go next? Do I have a bunch of just smooth, like regular old stone in the box?
Yes.
All right. Grab a couple stacks of that.
Okay.
All right. On top of the extended pistons on both sides, do a double row of stone, just basically covering all of those.
Right here. Okay.
Yep.
Oops. Okay. Should I just go to the other side or?
Go down one block. So into the side of the piston head, but diagonally down.
Yeah.
Do another stone there.
So like that?
Yeah. And you want to extend that one out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then build an entire platform.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
Yeah.
total or 9 total?
8 total.
Okay. So
Yeah. Fill that whole thing in.
okay.
And then there should be a 1 gap in the middle, and then mirrored on the other side. And if we did it correctly, there should be a single space in the middle.
Okay.
It's actually kind of fun. I don't know about you. Like, this is
Yeah.
neat.
I get why Beach does this every year. All right. They're playing Minecraft, right? On Zeta? I'm pretty sure they're playing
I
Minecraft.
assume so.
I
What
assume
else
they're
would they be doing?
yeah, I assume they're building farms in Minecraft.
All right, moment of truth.
Okay, so
It's
this
not
is
8 blocks with a single. Nope.
4,
Gotta go down
5,
one.
6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, I gotta go down one. Ow. All right, sorry. So this one is gonna go here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want 8 blocks.
Ow!
Too much power. Too much power.
Too much power.
Gentle.
Just
gentle.
That. Do that. Don't know how I did that, but I did it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is
Yeah.
there one gap?
Yes,
Oh
there's
my
one.
God, we're doing it. We're
There's a-
gaming out of our mind.
One gap. Oh, I'm out of stone. It's always very in Minecraft. It's always very whoopsies, deceiving how much material something is going to take.
Yeah. Well, you're like, man, why is this farm 4 shulker boxes, Surge?
Yeah, it looks tiny.
Now be careful. Most of the things that I counted are like exact. So
Okay, I'll grab
any
that
block
glass.
that you accidentally place, we need to repick up.
Yeah.
I think there might be stuff like glass and stone I have extras of, but just in case.
Wait, what?
Off by some
Are
uncountable
you
number of
you
blocks. I'm
actually
shocked.
are you actually off by 1? Come on, you did that on
Wait,
purpose.
no.
You did
no.
that on purpose. That can't possibly be reality. I really should use a awful looking block just to have it be a shame block.
Well, remember, all those blocks are going to break. Like, if it was something else, it might actually break the farm.
Oh, that's
That is-
true, yeah.
That is wild to me that that just happened. That's so
Well,
funny.
so I guess like there were 4 or 5 stacks exactly of stone, I think, that I picked up. So yeah, whatever. Anyways, all right, we're done.
Please grab the trapdoors, and you also
Trapdoors.
want to have concrete, redstone dust, and glass on you.
Concrete, redstone, dust. Yeah, I have all that in it already.
All right, great. So jump on top of the stone.
Yep.
All right, and now from the raised up layer, looking down at the lower layer,
Yeah.
the one block that's there.
Oh,
place
hey,
down
look what I
one
found.
trapdoor.
Look what I found.
Found it. Okay, I did have the correct amount.
Yeah,
Thank
you did.
All right, I feel vindicated.
All right, sorry, say that again.
So place one trapdoor and then test open close it, and it should swing towards the center.
Yeah.
All right. Do an entire row of trapdoors like that, and then flip them up. And then holding shift, place a layer of white concrete on top of that.
On like this.
Yes.
Okay.
And then on top of that, place a layer of concrete, put a line of redstone dust.
Oops. Yep.
All right. Now, holding shift, lean yourself over the edge.
Yep.
And then we want to do a row of glass that's too high.
Okay.
That's going to go from that trap door all the way back towards the first observer, but not the second observer.
At what? At the level of the trapdoor? So like
The level of the trapdoor and one below the trapdoor.
so here and here,
Correct.
and then we're gonna go back, back, and one more.
Yeah, and then just the first observer, not the second observer.
Yeah.
Great. Now repeat that on the other side.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant. Hold on. I mean, that's fine, anyways.
Oh, you
and
meant
now
to-
do that on the other side too. The trapdoors, the
Yeah,
concrete,
the concrete.
glass, everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So white concrete now. Yep. Row of redstone dust on top. All right. Now, from the front of the farm,
Yep.
extend that glass all the way, but leave a gap in the center block.
All the way both high? Like that?
Yes. When you get to the center, the block level, you can leave a gap. You can bridge one across the top.
So like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now, from concrete to concrete, you can do another row of glass on top.
Oh, from here to here?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now, I'm going to make you remove one of the glasses that you placed. So, considering the front orientation of the farm, you are currently on the left side, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So, from the concrete block, move over 3 glass blocks.
Yeah.
Remove that block that you're standing on and replace that with a target block. Put a redstone torch on top of it. Put a repeater coming out of that redstone torch facing towards the left.
Okay.
And then connect that repeater to the redstone line.
With
Redstone dust.
just redstone dust. Okay.
Yeah. Now, all along the glass, all the way to the right side, extend that redstone line. And then just before the concrete, you're going to stop and place a repeater.
Just how far before? Like here?
Yeah. Yeah, the repeater is going to go there. And then dust is going to extend that redstone line and connect it. There
Yeah.
you go.
Okay.
All right, how do I want to do this?
Just gonna go to bed real quick. Get the daylight back. I'd love to know how these mad
just while
lads
we're
figure this
working
stuff
on
out. I have no
glass.
idea. Yeah.
Let's just keep doing glass here.
Okay.
So go on top of the stone again.
Yep.
Oh, we already put the glass on top of those observers, right? Okay, so then at the very back of the farm, that whole glass wall that you have, extend the whole way. This time, no gap.
Okay.
And then jump on top of that.
Yep.
And this time, excluding where the concrete is, come in one. Yeah, like that. Extend the glass the whole way.
Same at the other end.
The other end should already be closed. Oh, yeah, yeah, stop there. Yeah. And so the entire platform could be contained. So what you've done there is you now have walls to hold the lava in place in the
Yeah.
stone generation, and you have walls to hold the water in place.
Yeah. Water down
So-
here, lava up
Yeah,
here.
let's not add water or lava yet.
Yep.
Just because that's all hilarious. But the vast majority of the farm is built now. So you've created the mechanism, you've created the piston extenders to like pull. You've basically made the feed tape for the stone,
Yeah.
and you've made the areas that are going to hold the lava and the water, and then all that flushing stuff. So now we're going to get into some of the more complicated news.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Please grab the composters, please grab the barrels, and grab all of the hoppers, as well as the signs, pardon me.
Okie dokie.
All right. So directly underneath the farm,
Yes.
on the left side,
Yes.
please do a row of barrels attached to the bottom of the stone in the ceiling.
At what point?
At the very corner at the edge, right where you're looking, yeah.
So-
barrel there, and then go the whole way down.
Okay.
Now, a row of hoppers inside of the gap, feeding into those barrels.
Like that?
Yeah, perfect.
Oopsies. Okay.
All right. You're going to need a... Actually, how do I do this? You're either going to need a placeholder block, or you're going to have to do some math here.
Okay.
So, I'm just going to explain it this way. 2 blocks directly underneath the barrel,
Yes.
or 1 block underneath the barrel. Like, place a block and then place a composter. So place anything and then place a composter. And then remove that block.
Yeah.
So you need a row of composters there.
Going this way?
Yeah, straight back. And then a second row of composters underneath the hopper the whole way. So 2 full rows here.
Is this taking into account that we don't...
No, sorry. Down.
Oh,
you want,
okay.
You want the composters touching each other, not diagonally from each other.
Is this taking into account the fact that we don't want to...
We'll build the farm to spec, and then we'll modify it after.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to get a little bit tricky. You need 2 rows of hoppers feeding directly down, directionally into all those composters.
Love that for me. And... Okay. So I should just be able to go.
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
what I was talking about, like placeholder blocks and stuff, and like how are we going to do this?
This is fine. There we go.
All right. And now...
I could have put the hopper in from below. Yes, that's true. But that was...
straight down does that. I didn't even think about that.
But that was more enjoyable.
All right. So standing on the redstone, facing towards the hoppers.
Mm-hmm.
So, pardon me, facing towards the composters.
Yeah.
So, you're... How to describe this? All right. Go underneath those composters and do a placeholder block as close to the concrete as you can. All right. Now, do another placeholder block that you're facing. Take a step underneath the farm. And then place a block into that last concrete block you just placed. Perfect. All right. Come back around. And remove both of those concrete blocks, leaving the last one that you placed. Okay. Now, into that block, that concrete block,
Yep.
a directional hopper facing that one. And now rotate so that underneath the composter, put a chain of hoppers into that hopper.
Like that. And then into this one.
No. In a straight line underneath both composters.
Oops.
All right. Now,
Hold
the
on.
leftmost
Like that.
composter, which
yeah.
is backwards now, because yeah. So the one that's on the left side of the farm, that composter, doing the entire length underneath all of the composters, put a row of hopper chains.
Facing into this hopper?
Feeding into that one, correct.
Okay. So then it's just as simple as like this, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Oh God, which way do you face? You must be facing upwards. Go into the redstone box, please, and grab 2 droppers.
Okay.
And then that white block, that placeholder block that we build,
Yep.
replace that with a dropper facing straight up.
Facing straight up.
Correct. And then you're going to put 2 on top of each other. So you want 2 droppers facing straight up. All right.
Like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, go back underneath, and you want 1 hopper that's going to be feeding directly into that dropper. So there should be 2 hoppers feeding into it now. 1 from the outside and 1 from underneath.
Like so.
So underneath the composter, the hopper chain, you want a hopper feeding into that dropper.
Whoops. That?
Yes. And
Okay.
now a whole hopper chain feeding into that one.
Okay.
All right. Sick. Alrighty. So we've got that dropper. And we are facing the front of the farm. I want a white concrete block. So put it on the grass, down, and if you're facing the front of the farm, 1 to the right of that dropper.
Like
You
here?
need to be at the front of the farm. No,
Oh,
you're behind it. So face the front of the farm, to the dropper on the ground to the right. Yep.
Yeah.
And then up and diagonally to the right of it. You're doing redstone magic. Great. We need a comparator now. This is where it's starting to get like a little bit more technical.
Mhm. Okay.
So
Comparator.
basically, we're going to be making a redstone clock that's going to be feeding this dropper. You want a comparator reading out of the dropper into the redstone block. Perfect. Now, oops. Words are hard. So that white concrete block that we have, we're going to go underneath the farm, and then facing away from the third repeater, you want a sticky piston that is facing towards the composters. That's going to extend towards the composters. No. Out of the repeater, not out of the concrete. So you want it at the same height as the concrete.
Out of the... Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you want an observer with its face facing towards the back of the farm or the direction you're looking right now.
No, other way.
180 degrees. And then now there should be an air block, and then you want another observer. So picture when that observer extends.
Yeah.
When you have two observers that are facing each other, they make a redstone signal. So you want you want to get a block, and then yes, that hopper you're looking at, you want a observer
facing
the other one. Other way.
No, other way.
All right. So now what happens
There you
when
go.
that piston is powered? It's
They
going to
kiss.
extend the observer, and that's going to create a redstone clock that's going to power that dropper. That's going to fire stuff everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And they kiss.
And they kiss. Oh my God.
Salacious.
All right. While we're in this area now,
Yeah.
just go grab everything else that's in the boxes if you can. So we want glass, we want blue glass, we want note blocks, we want target blocks, and we want the moss. So everything that isn't. You can leave the lever behind if you're tight on space. You can also leave the torches too.
Oh no, I'm going all. Hold on, wait. Do this, and then I can get the blue. There we go, and that. There we go. I got everything. Let's go.
Sick. All right, so head back to that dropper clock that we've been making.
Yeah.
And so we're looking at the row of repeaters that's on the concrete at the bottom.
Yeah. These.
Now, above the third repeater,
Yeah.
going from the front to the back,
Yeah.
Put a note block on top of it. So it should be right beside the piston.
Yep.
And then on top of that note block, put a target block.
Oops. Okay.
And then next to that target block, working towards the back of the farm,
Yeah.
you should have a moss block.
Yep.
On top of the target block facing towards the moss block, you should have a regular piston.
A regular piston on top of the target block.
Target block facing towards the moss block.
Ah. Oh god. Oh my god, why can't I
It'd
jump?
be hard to jump in there. Because
Oh, I
of
can't.
the,
This
stuff
stupid
on the
thing.
ceiling.
It's fine. This is fine. Are you kidding me?
Just pillar up, man. Just
That's what I was trying to do.
Pillar up.
I was trying to pillar up by going to
Well,
here.
no,
There we
you're
go.
trying to jump on the pillar.
There we go. Okay. Facing here.
Yeah. And what that does is if like something grows on top of the moss, it breaks it.
Right.
All right. Attached to the note block,
Yep.
facing towards the moss block, you want a dispenser facing into that moss block.
Wait, what?
You want a dispenser with its mouth into the moss block, so you're going to have to face down on top of the repeater and build it up.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
All right. Now, starting at the target block,
Yep.
and then extending put a white concrete on the side facing towards the right, towards the target blocks. So, sorry, on the note block.
Oh, on the note block, sorry.
Yeah.
Are you... Yeah, got it.
All right, now working from front to back, we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white concrete.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do a double count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep.
Sick. On top of all of that concrete, please place a row of redstone dust.
Okay.
All right. Now, while you're standing on top of that, the very last sort of in row the previous moss you did, put a moss, on the other end, at the other end. So
Down here?
the very last redstone block on the inside, place a moss block so that it mirrors what you had on the other side. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it's here.
Yeah. And then a target block.
On... Where's the target block?
On the inside, on the redstone side. Yep. On top of that target block, you want a regular piston facing towards the moss.
Yep.
And then you want a dispenser underneath facing into it. Remember, you're going to have to build it on top of something.
Yeah.
And then next to the dispenser attached to concrete, you want a note block. All right. Now, for both of those dispensers that you have, facing towards the gap, you want a hopper that's feeding into it.
Towards the, so here?
Yeah, the side you're looking at. So you want a hopper into both of those.
Okay.
And now between both of those hoppers, do a row of blue packed ice. So this is part of the water stream that's going to service everything. And now going towards the back of the farm from the second hopper, 1, 2, 3, 4 blue ice.
Okay.
And now bending towards the center of the farm.
Yep.
Sorry, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more glass, or ice.
So building off of here, more ice? 6 more ice?
You want 7 in total, so add 6.
Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Let's just do a double count there. So
1,
it should
2,
be 1,
3,
2
4, 5, 6, 7.
in total.
Yeah.
All right, and now go back under the farm. You're going to do a 90-degree turn and place 3 more.
Okay.
All right, and then we're gonna stop there for a second, and we're gonna switch back to making the basically the exact same thing we did on the last side.
Just these?
Right. So that's going to be the hopper and piston and feed systems and everything like that.
Right.
So give me a second to reorient myself. So you're going to start on top of the activated rails again.
Wait, I've already done. What's on the activated rails?
I just need a reference point because I'm getting pretty bogged on. Oh, sorry. You're going to start on the repeaters.
Yeah, the repeaters. Yeah.
All right. So on top of the third repeater towards the back, a note block.
Yep.
On top of the fourth repeater facing straight up, you want the dispenser facing up. So click into the repeater.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
On top of the dispenser, you want a moss block.
Ah.
And on top of the note block facing the moss, you want a...
Why can't I place that?
All right.
Weird.
And then on top of the note block, you want a target block.
Yep.
On top of the target block facing towards the moss, you want a regular piston.
Right.
What do target blocks do? Target blocks receive redstone as an input and then output it afterwards. So if a redstone line goes into a target block and it powers it, so in this case, if when the redstone is powered, it should activate both the note block and the piston. And the main job of that there is if you bone meal moss, but it has grass, azalea, or carpet on top of it, it won't work. So that piston actually breaks it in case anything grows on top of it. If that makes sense. It's a fail-safe mechanism to keep the whole thing going.
Yeah.
All right. Into the dispenser from the composter side, you want a hopper.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then grab the packed ice again.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Does it just meet up with this here?
Well, no, you want a gap.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right.
There
Yeah.
should be a
yeah.
one gap.
Yeah. There's a one
Now,
gap. Yeah.
where that gap is on the outside, you want to do the same thing again. So put a placeholder block
In the gap.
in the gap. Yeah.
Okay.
On the outside of that gap, you want a dispenser facing straight up there. So you're going to have to build it facing down on top of something. Replace the placeholder block you did in the ice with a hopper facing into that dispenser.
Yeah.
On top of the dispenser, you want a moss block.
Yep.
Next to the moss block on the inside, so towards the other one, you want a target block.
Yep.
Under the target block and attached to the dispenser, you want a note block.
Yep.
On top of the target block, you want a regular piston facing towards the moss.
Right there. Give me that.
Sick.
Yep.
All right. Now, from your dispenser to your dispenser on the back side, so facing towards your like big redstone component with all the target blocks,
Yeah.
do a solid line of white concrete.
From here to here?
Yep.
Okay.
On top of that, you want redstone dust.
Okay. 1 second.
So the redstone dust should extend from the first moss all the way to the target block at the front.
Oops.
All
Okay.
right. And then let's just double check the ice at the back. Does the ice do a full loop?
Yes.
All right. So what's happening there? Remember that dispenser clock we made at the like a little bit ago?
Yep.
So all the bone meal is going to go into that, and it's going to feed into a water stream. Now the water stream passes over all those hoppers. Those hoppers are collecting bone meal to fuel the farm. And at the very end, we're going to have the output, which is all of the, basically is what we want. All right, so let's reset for a second and go back to the front of the farm. And we need to make a little bit more ice here. So at the, hold on. So if you're facing forward on the right side,
Yeah.
where you've got all the shenanigans, from your hopper, working back towards the front of the farm, please place 2 ice blocks.
Okay.
And then 1 to the left connecting to the dropper, 1 more ice block.
Okay.
Perfect. Jump on top of the ice if you can.
Yep.
Now, look to the left and then count 1 more hopper to your right. Grab the glass. That one right there. Place a glass and then a second glass. And then you want to go all the way down with the glass.
Yeah.
Just the whole way on the interior. And then when you reach the end, bend it into the hopper.
Yep.
Perfect. Now, go back to the starting point again.
Yeah, we're just creating the channel here, right? Like,
Correct.
so I'm going like this.
Yeah, and then bend it into, and then fill in that.
You want fill in that gap?
corner too, just for completion.
I'll do that in a second. And
And
then,
then between the moss all the way to the target block.
yep. And then
And
out
then
the back.
around the corner.
And then all the way back here.
Yeah, and then connect that into the moss.
And then
Now, I don't know. Yeah, you could just stop it there at the end. Actually, give me a second here.
Do we even need this one?
No, okay, so you have that last hopper.
Yeah.
All right, grab the packed ice,
Yeah.
and then you want to go an additional 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks out.
Past it?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
And that should line up, if you look straight down, that should line up with the concrete.
Yeah.
Great. And then extend the glass out to that. 1 further than it.
So like that.
All right. Now,
Yeah,
just
let me do
because
this.
the resources calculated are very, very, very straightforward, I don't know why this glass block was unlimited, but I just don't want to end up by one. So follow that water stream you did towards the netherrack. Go to the back.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the back left corner, the one that connects it.
Yeah.
Nope. Out the outer corner. So you're sorry. Look left, 90 degrees. Now, one block to your left. Nope, you moved too far. One block to your left.
This one?
Remove that and just put it back in your inventory. That one isn't counted in the build.
Okay.
And so let's put it in our inventory so we're not off by one.
What about this one? This one is?
That one is.
Okay. All right.
Do you have the signs on you?
Yep.
All right. Walk back inside of the contraption to the start of the dropper elevator that comes up.
Oh, so over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, on top of the dropper, please place down a trap door. And when you open it, it should open towards the hopper.
Yep.
Perfect. Now, follow the water stream all the way around the corner.
Yep.
Until you're at the second target block.
Yep.
And now, from the target block, back 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Put a sign on that glass block. Nailed it. Yeah, exactly that one. Now, round the corner.
Hi. Uh-huh.
Perfect. So you have the 90-degree corner and then 1 block.
Yep.
So the 1 block further, let's put another sign.
So this one or this one? Sorry.
The second one.
So this one.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Now walk all the way around the corner again.
Yeah.
And then the first target block, place a sign on the target block.
Yeah.
And then place a sign on the second target block.
Uh-huh.
And then finally, at the very end of the water stream,
Yeah.
we want a trap door.
Where?
So we want it to bridge across the very back.
Oh, so like that?
And then open it up. Nope.
Nope.
You might need to put a placeholder block on the outside or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Because you want it to go. You want it to open
up and down and drop onto the ground.
So if I go like this, then right, like that.
Yes, and then remove that glass block.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a redstone lamp on you?
Yep.
On top of that glass block to the left of the trapdoor, put the lamp. Do you have the lever on you?
Yep.
Put the lever on top.
On top of the lamp.
Yeah.
Twitch chat, I won't lie. I was hoping for one more sign in that series, but that's okay. That's okay.
Please 180 degree reverse the orientation of that lever. I don't know if it matters, but
I don't think
perfect.
It can, but yes.
And then on the inside, facing towards the composters, put a diagonal redstone torch.
On the inside towards the on the glass?
On the redstone lamp.
Sorry, say that again.
A torch attached to the redstone lantern.
Oh, okay. Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Please step back for a moment so I can take a look at everything and see where we are. My poor brain.
Here, let me do this.
We are cooking right now. All right. I think we're doing a heck of a job here. All right. Now, we got some redstone shenanigans that we want to do.
What the hell have we been doing for the last hour and a half?
I know, man. I know. All right. So at the right side of the farm,
Yeah.
starting at the repeater with the activator rails,
Yeah.
place a concrete block diagonally into that so it's towards you.
Like this?
Yeah, perfect. And then extend that one to the left.
Okay.
All right. Now, on top of the left block,
Yep.
using the orientation of facing the farm, put a redstone dust.
Yep.
And then facing into that redstone you just place a repeater.
Boom.
That's coming out of it.
That's coming out of it. Into it.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Now, diagonally into the back of the repeater you just placed,
Uh-huh.
going up a step, put a diagonal concrete block.
Here?
No, sorry, on the outside of the farm.
Outside
So you're
the
not
farm.
going. This is all being built externally. So now what we're starting to do. Sorry, no. Level with the other ones.
Oh, just here.
No, diagonally up into the back of the redstone block. Yeah, like that, doing a step up. So what we're going to be doing now,
like that.
building vertical on that block, is we're making a redstone component that's going to start like linking all of these things together.
Sure.
All right, jump on top of the block you just placed.
Yes, sir.
And place a redstone dust.
Okay.
Now, over top of the repeater,
Yeah.
place another concrete block. We're making a ladder that's going to be stepping up.
Nothing tick-wise on this
Correct, no
repeater?
delay.
Okay.
And then jump on top of the block you just placed.
Yeah.
And then on top of the redstone you just placed,
Yeah.
place another concrete block.
Yeah.
On the block you're standing, you want a comparator that's going to be taking a signal out of the block to your left. 180 degrees. All right. Now,
Oh, sure.
diagonally out of the comparator you just placed, we need another solid block that it's going to be taking a signal out of.
So diagonally out of the back here, like this?
Yeah. You're not going to be able to place that.
No.
Yeah. All right. And then remove that block you placed.
Yep.
On top of the concrete block to your right, put a redstone dust.
Okay.
And now, I don't know how we're going to do this. Okay, actually, yes. So lean over the edge and look straight down.
Okay.
You want to extend that concrete. So basically, you want to do another diagonal. And so we want a comparator basically at the same spot. I don't know how to describe this. All right. Underneath the concrete you're on, into the concrete block you're looking at, fill that.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then extend that concrete one more block.
Okay.
Nope, not that way. Keep moving towards the left of the farm.
Okay.
Yeah. Jump on top of that concrete.
Yeah.
And then remove the intermediary block we did. So we want an air gap there.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Now face in the exact same direction as the other comparator. Please place another comparator. Nice. And then finally, one last time, we want a diagonal block that comparator is reading out of. And then remove that excess one. Sick. Okay. All right. That last concrete block you just placed,
Mm-hmm.
we want a redstone on top of it.
Okay. 1 second. Actually, here, let me go to bed.
We are so close, by the way. We're so close.
I feel like my inventory would suggest otherwise. Still got quite a bit here, if this is exactly right. All right, so we're going back to oopsies, redstone dust on top of
On top of the last outside one. So it should go dust, gap, and then dust.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, on top of that concrete block in the middle, place a concrete.
Okay.
And now on top of both comparators, place a concrete. Make sure you hold shift so you don't activate them.
Yep.
And then that 3-block bridge, please place 3 more dust.
Okay.
All right. Now, heading towards the center gap where the composters are.
Yep.
So there's been a gap there that whole time, right?
It would between the the stone.
There's a gas gap, a gap in the glass.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, put a composter in there.
Composter in there.
And then attached into that composter, going one out towards the concrete you're building. So up, not down.
Yeah, like up here.
Coming out of it, yeah, put a second composter.
Okay.
No, too high. Like attached to the composter.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, what are you? Okay, we want... So How to describe this? All right. The So one to the right of the hoppers that are underneath the composters.
Yeah. Yeah, down here. Like these? Or are you talking about these hoppers? Under
Sorry,
these?
give me a second to get my orientation here.
Okay.
Attach the glass next to the hopper. So the first glass to the right of the hopper. Please place a concrete block.
This here?
Yes. And then one further out, going straight back, put another white block. Perfect. Okay. Next, into those two white blocks.
Yep.
So you want to take a step to the right and then look to the left towards the center.
Mm-hmm.
You want two observers with the arrows pointing into those white blocks. So those need to go 180 degrees.
Yeah.
All right. Sick. Now, the outer two, so like take a step towards the outside of the farm. The outer one, you want an observer with the butt facing straight down towards you.
Sorry, underneath this one?
No. So clicking into its face side, so it's looking at it.
Oh, like so here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. And then in that empty corner now, you want an observer with the arrow facing towards the inside of the farm. So like down the long bitty.
Like that.
Perfect. Thank you for being able to understand what that all means.
Yeah.
Now jump on top of the observers.
Okay.
All right. There's that redstone chain that's coming down with a face.
Yeah, right here.
You want a face. You want a repeater going into the redstone line, not out of the redstone line.
Oh, that's not what that is.
And you want it with one tick.
Okay.
And now you want a comparator coming the opposite way. So you want a comparator reading an air block. That's the opposite. Sorry, 180.
What? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yep.
All right. Now, that comparator, we want a dropper. Let me figure out which way this dropper is facing. Oh, no. I think this is like this. Why'd I do that? It must be like that. All right. You're going to want a dropper on that block. Actually, hold on. There's an easier one to build first. So there's two concrete blocks there.
Yeah.
You want a dropper in that second one facing towards the empty composter. So you're gonna have to place it from the opposite side.
Facing that, like in that way?
Facing the composters. The composter to your left.
So in like this?
No. Facing the composters.
Oh, these two right here.
Yes. Wow, I can't believe that worked. And now you want a second dropper feeding into the first dropper.
A second dropper feeding into this one?
Yes.
I don't think this will work. Wait, how do I place that?
So place two concrete blocks and just place it into the concrete block from the outside.
Like that?
Yeah, that should work. No, that's 180 degrees the other way. Like build into the concrete block you just placed.
How do I...
You can break a glass. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe if I don't... Oh yeah, I can do this. Like that,
There.
I think. Yeah.
All right. Now, under the two composters and feeding into the two droppers, you should have two composters. Sorry. I accidentally broke one of the hoppers there. Could you actually just do me a favor really quickly and check your version of the world download? Because I needed to see which way that dropper was facing. And as such, I moved a hopper. So you're looking at that right there. Yeah, you want a hopper into the outer one and then the first hopper feeding into that
Into that one. Okay.
Okay.
Also, yeah, this is... Yeah, that's right. Okay. So hopper into the outer.
Yeah, I've fixed my side here.
Okay.
Simply press Control Z. I know.
All right, so then this is going to go here, and then this is going to go
Feed into that one. Yeah.
feed into that one. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So take a step back for a second, please.
Gonna break all this too for a second.
All right. So we need one more redstone component here, just to make sure that everything is plugged in. So on the left side, we've got that repeater now, right? Sorry, on the bottom level. Like we had the activator rails and everything. We've got that repeater with the activator rail.
Yeah, right here.
All right. Place a placeholder block right into the side of that. Okay, jump on top of that.
Yep.
And place a concrete block where you're standing. All right, and then remove that first block. Okay, you want to be standing on top of that block you just removed now. All right, so going towards the center at the same, like just going straight to the right. Sorry, when I say center in this case, I mean towards the composters, but not under the farm.
Yeah, this
so
way?
towards the other redstone you did.
Yeah.
Please place 2 more blocks so you have 3 total.
Yeah.
All right, now you want to extend so that you're going underneath the farm, and you want to build a 2x3.
Underneath, so like.
So no, sorry. Keep the 3 blocks that were there.
Yeah.
Get under the farm.
Yeah.
And then face the white concrete that you're on top of.
Yeah.
And then at the left block, so the
this one here,
the block closest to the composters in the center.
Yeah.
Extend concrete all the way back until you connect with a concrete that's behind you.
Okay.
There you go. Now, beside that, so you're looking in that corner. Add 2 more concrete blocks heading, following along like the activator rails. So not on top of the activator rails, but
like
so
here.
No, sorry, not on top. In the corner. My brain is starting to run out. It's so hard.
In the corner, like I'm in the corner, right?
Okay, all right. You want to be on the ground. You want to be on the ground. You want to be looking at the corner from the inside of the farm. Yeah, you're supposed to be inside of the farm the whole time.
Okay.
In that corner, place 1 block.
Yeah.
Take a step back, place another block. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Next, stand on top of the glass. Look down at the activator rail.
Yeah.
And we want a observer looking at that activator rail. So to confirm, look to the side. There should be an arrow pointing straight up.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, on top of that observer, we want a sticky piston that is extending so it goes towards the activator rails.
Okay. So here, not like that. Like that?
No, that's down. We want it to be extending out over the activator rails.
Oh, from the.
Yeah.
So like this?
On top of the observer.
So
extending out over the activator rails. There we go.
Okay.
Now, keep looking at those activator rails and then move over so that you're at the very end of the activator rails.
Yep.
You want another observer that's pointing straight up.
At this one here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then once again, we want a sticky piston on top that is going to extend over the activator rails. And then into that sticky piston, the second one you displaced,
Yep.
we want an observer that is facing the target blocks.
Facing the, so like.
Not the butt, the face.
Yeah, so the other way. Okay.
All right. Now, all of those concrete blocks that we placed earlier, please go stand on top of them.
Okay.
All right. So from the outside, starting at the glass,
Yep.
put a redstone dust. And then moving to your left, place a redstone dust. And then following that chain, you want a repeater facing out and to the left. Perfect. There should be no delay on that.
Okay.
Now, the 2 redstone that you have there, you're going to want an observer like flip-flop. So on the right one, you want not an observer. I'm sorry, a comparator. So you want a comparator. And these are going to be facing the one on the glass is going to be taking a signal from the inside of the farm.
The one on the glass. So like that?
Perfect. And now next to that other comparator, 180 degrees. So to your right. Yeah, perfect. Now outside of those two comparators, we want redstone. So we want dust, dust. Then you see the target block. Put a redstone dust in front of the target block. And then coming out of that redstone, we want a repeater that's going to connect those. And we want 1 ticket delay on that.
Okay.
All right. Now, one last little bit in there. It's getting a little tight.
Hold on 1 second.
So, the opposite the target block.
Opposite.
Diagonally, so it's floating in the air.
Yeah.
We want a redstone, we want a white concrete block that is kind of just floating in the air. No, on the same height as the redstone dust. So it'll be diagonally
so
up
like,
one. Yeah, right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually don't know what that block does. Oh, I know what that block does. So we've got a weird little like sticky piston thing that's going to be passing an observer back and forth.
Yeah.
And then when the observer sees this block, it'll pass the signal through. That's kind of neat. All right. That should all be good to go.
Okay.
Now, why is there glass in there? There isn't. No, there is. Why is there glass in there? Oh, I understand. It's to protect it so it doesn't get rained out. Neat. All right. So all the redstone is basically done here.
Okay.
So what you want to do is you want to get on the floor and you want to look up at the ceiling.
Inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you should have a bunch of glass in your inventory here.
Yep, I have a lot.
So, 3 blocks wide, basically leaving a 1 block gap from where the pistons are. You have the pistons and you have a line of stone. Put 1 glass on the ceiling attached to the stone. So look straight up.
Yeah.
Do a 1 gap on the stone away from those pistons.
Yeah. So here?
Yeah.
So glass all along here?
Glass that whole thing, that whole row of stone. And then when you get to, just keep extending until you're on top of that final sticky piston.
Yeah.
And now do that until it's 3 thick.
Going in towards the farm?
Yeah. So might have been easier to put the stone in last. I apologize.
So like this, eh?
Yeah. And I'm fairly certain that is solid with the exception of, I think that's just solid the whole way.
There we go. Okay.
Hey, it's 11:45. Can we take a break?
Yep.
My poor brain.
Yeah, that looks good. Cool. All right.
We are so close. We are so close.
All right. Let's take a quick commercial break.
Thank you.
And when we come back, we'll keep going here. Really quickly, though, T and Troll, welcome back for 50 months. Wicker Guide, welcome back for 84. Piratical Tendencies, welcome back for 100. The 1 year. Autumn Rain, welcome back for 56 months. And Thagnock, welcome back for 58 months. Cool. Thank you, friends. Appreciate the resubs. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
All right.
I'm having 1 or 2 more final bites here. Trying to get my brain power back up.
Pig. Go away, pig.
How's your inventory looking? How much more stuff do you have on you?
So I've got 55 more white concrete. I've got just a little over 2 stacks of white glass. I've got 42 redstone dust. I've got 40 redstone torches. I've got 3 observers, 2 sticky pistons, and I've got 14 signs.
All right. Well, some stuff like the Like the glass, I might have rounded up. All right. Well, something easy we can do while I keep eating, so I don't have to interrupt my flow, is hop on top of the stone, like enter the very center of the farm.
Yep.
And in that gap,
Yeah.
on top of the, make sure you don't put it on the stone, because the stone's going to break.
It's the
Place
signs.
a sign on top of all of those hoppers. And one of the things you can do if you want to make a chain, you can put it into the back of the composter and then like chain them all together.
So like that.
Yeah. And do that the whole distance.
We did it.
Wow. All right. I think I got a piece of rice down my shirt, James. Nope, I'm good. God, I'm so good at eating rice.
What a champion. Cat.
Thank you. All right, let's get back to the fun and the nitty and the gritty. So, reset. Back to the front of the farm, please and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe we just finished the left side of connecting all of the redstone into the clock by... Oh, wait, no, there's a little bit more we haven't finished yet. So jump back on top of that concrete platform that we made earlier.
Yep.
All right, we have that repeater that's currently pointing out to the left.
Yeah.
We need a concrete block diagonally floating, extending out of the front of that is powering.
In like this way? Or the other way?
Because again, it's powering a repeater, so you want it into the block.
Sure. Okay.
All right, jump on top of that concrete you just placed, please.
Check this out. Damn. Okay.
All right, on top of that concrete, please place 1 redstone dust.
Okay. Whoops.
All right, making sure to not add a timer to the repeater, please place a glass block on top of the repeater.
Okay.
All right, jump on top of the glass.
Yeah.
Please place a redstone dust on top of the glass.
Okay.
Now, back above the concrete to your left, please place a concrete block on top of that redstone. Oh, sorry, glass on top of that. Yep. Jump on top of that.
Damn it. Yep.
Place a redstone on that.
Yep.
Now, going back on top of the redstone there, place 1 glass and then extend it out 1 more towards the composter. So that should be 2 glass in a row.
Yep.
You want to do redstone, and that should connect it to the target block.
Got it.
Amazing. Now, that should be the whole redstone component connected to the whole front there. All right. So the last thing we should have to do is we should go underneath on top of that previous, or the right side activator rail system.
Yep.
And do all that. So let's get a little sleepy sleep in. And then we're going to be doing another activator rail, weird shenanigan sort of stuff.
Okay.
All right. So, you want to be standing on top of the glass. You want to be looking down at the very first activator rail.
Yep.
And you want to be placing an observer with the arrow facing up.
Yep.
All right. On top of that observer, facing so that it extends towards the back of the activator rails, you want a sticky piston.
Yep.
All right. The very last activator rail, you want another observer facing straight up.
Yep.
You want a sticky piston on top of that facing towards the other one.
Yep.
You want facing towards the target blocks behind you an observer. So make sure you go to the opposite side and have an observer attached to that sticky piston.
To this one?
Yes. So you want the face, no. Attached to the sticky piston, the sticky side.
Oh, right.
Remember,
Yeah,
it gets
yeah.
passed back and
Yeah.
forth.
There you go.
No, you want the face facing towards the target blocks.
The meh.
You're gonna want to be on the opposite side.
Yep,
of it. Sorry,
opposite
that's what I
side.
was trying to communicate the whole time. Yeah.
Ka-chunk. There we go.
There you go. So you have an observer connected to the sticky piston with its face facing towards the target blocks. Now, look at the target block on the water stream.
Yeah.
Attached to that redstone so that it's up diagonally, you want a white concrete. That should be all of that. And then just to double check, there should be a redstone line now from that target block that extends all the way to the moss at the opposite side, right?
Yeah, like down here.
All right, that's all looking good.
Yeah.
So that is going to get powered by that observer moving back and forth. And whenever its butt lines up with the white block, it'll power that whole side. And that's the mechanism that actually dispenses the bone meal to hit those moss blocks to convert everything above it, if that makes sense.
Yep.
All right. Now, just like we did before, we want to glass sort of the ceiling in here.
Right.
So looking up at the ceiling, leaving a gap of 1 where the
and it's just
pistons are. You
so
want to
1,
do
2, 3.
a 3 wide, and do it the whole way.
Oops. Okay.
I think we might be done, shy of placing
got
in
lava and water and such.
lava and water and stuff. Yeah. So could you go back to the front and then let's just sort of slowly work our way through a bunch of stuff together. So start at the left side and just kind of slowly.
I'm going to cheat a little bit here.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. And now pan to the right a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I vote
Actually, can you go underneath really quickly and look at that first repeater line? That repeater line
This
just
one?
feeds into an observer. Yeah, no, I think that's all good. What does that observer connect into? That observer, that's neat. So that observer targets the activator rails,
Yeah.
or activates the activator rails,
Yep.
which is what fires the redstone mechanism. That's kind of cool. All right, and then we head back out, and then we've got the same thing on the other side. All right, so go grab all of the water. We'll do the lava last, and you need a whole bunch of bottles of water, and you can put everything else away for now, unless you want to leave it in your inventory just in case we find a spot that we're missing.
No, that's fine. We'll just do that.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so go back to the
Just gonna
redstone torch. Or the redstone lantern, pardon me.
the redstone lantern.
And you want to crawl
yes.
into that water stream.
Into this one right here.
Yeah.
And oh god. Can I? Ah! How do I get into that? Like this. Ka-cha!
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
All right, so go all the way, all the way, all the way to the very beginning of it. And remember how we put a trap door on top of a thingy?
Yeah.
Waterlog that trap door.
Okay.
There we go. All right, now follow the water stream. When you get to the opposite side of the sign, drop another water bucket.
Yep.
Then you get to the opposite side of a sign, drop another water bucket. Get to the opposite sign, drop another water bucket, and then finally one last water bucket. Sick. All right, refill them all. And hopefully we can do infinite water sources. Now, fly up top inside of the farm. And now, let's try one of these first. I believe if you shift and flood that, it should just work. Nice. Let's see if you can make an infinite water source by skipping one. Yeah! We infinite, baby. I love that. All right, now do it on the opposite side.
Okay.
Amazing. Okay, now I want you to grab 4 buckets of lava. I mean, you can grab all 8.
Yeah,
but
I'm just
whatever.
gonna grab all 8. Yeah.
All right, so fly to one side.
Yeah.
And now you want to do is you're going to be placing 2 2x1 rows of lava, if that makes sense.
Should these be closed?
No, they shouldn't. That's why
Okay.
we have to count.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
So you want to place it. You can use the arrow observers. You want to place it on the 4th arrow.
Yeah. So 4th in here and these
Correct.
two.
Yep. And then it should only flow 3 blocks.
Yeah, it should only flow. Yeah, and then we just do the same on the other side.
Yeah. So count in 3 arrows from the outside on the 4th one, and there you go. And now do that on the opposite side as well.
Yeah.
All right, and let's just do a double check. Like we have 2 high glass on the whole thing on the inside.
Yep.
When you view from the outside, is there a solid line of glass where all of the smooth stone is on both sides?
What do you?
So maybe go into cheaty cam for a sec. So yeah, the stone line, we just want to make sure that when the stone moves, there's no gap there. So we have that side. Now go to the back of the farm and then look at that again. We got a row of glass there. We have a water stream in. We have everything.
Might be ready.
I think we might be ready.
Yeah, I mean, I think that looks about right. I mean, it would be rude to do anything other than just hit the button because.
Well, no.
There's
we haven't primed it yet. It doesn't have any bone meal.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So
all right.
Here, you're gonna take. Oops, that's fine. So I'm gonna do the right side of the farm. You're gonna do the left side of the farm. We want to completely flush all of the dispensers and the hopper that are in it. You know what? Right? Because there's a dispenser and there's a hopper into it. So fully fill it.
There's a dispenser and hopper
So it
into.
should take like 14 stacks each, right? Because you have a full.
Wait, where are you doing these?
So right here we have this dispenser next to the note block.
Yeah. Oh, so you need to.
And then we have the hopper that's feeding into it as well.
So we need to do that on both. Is
Yeah.
what you're
So
saying.
they should take 14 stacks each. Yep. All right, chat. Now's your chance. Did we miss anything? I know there's a gamba going right now.
Yeah, there is
try
a
and put this whole
gamba.
thing together.
Yep.
So again, this should just produce bone meal. What should happen is when we flip it on, bone meal should come out of this. We haven't built a storage system. We haven't changed it so that it actually gives us moss. This should be a closed system that just makes bone meal currently.
Yeah.
Is the expectation, and then provided that works, well, then we can start to get a little funky. You know what I mean?
I really don't. Ugh. All right. Well, I've got the view. If you want to hit the lever.
One sec.
I really would. I would be genuinely surprised if this works. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, at least the lamp works. You know? Oh, Serge just left.
Hold on.
You forgot a curly bracket somewhere.
Maybe I broke something here? Maybe is that supposed to be a hopper clock? Like what? Can you go, sorry, can you do me a favor? Could you go into your test world?
Yeah.
And there's those hoppers there at the very front next to that redstone torch. Is there anything in them
Which hoppers? These here?
All that. Like, click on those.
I mean,
Hold on. So there's one dust. No. Sorry, you're going too fast. There's one dust in there.
There's a bone meal in this one.
Okay, now check the droppers beside it. Is there anything in those?
No.
All right, let's go back to the survival world. Was that literally all that was missing was one item inside of a hopper clock?
So you're saying, well, yeah, okay, so you just put, okay. It was. So here's the question. For the purpose...
Does that count?
Does that count?
Does that count?
I don't know if that... I feel like it worked. We just literally just didn't put one little item because...
Well, like, I mean, considering it is assembled correctly... Now, hold on. Like, other things to look at too, right? Are all four of the... mosses are working together there, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's check some of the components here. All right. There's another mistake we made, James.
Okay.
So, look there.
Ah, yeah.
All right. So let me figure out. Okay. So, interesting. Give me a second here.
Is there just supposed to be a block over top of that water?
Let me find out.
Yeah.
It's functional. So if we go inside of there, all right, go back into survival here, maybe sleep, and then go into survival mode.
Yep.
Again, it works.
It does work.
It works.
That was the thing.
Lossless wasn't the criteria.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I don't think this issue here is a count against us. That's just we forgot a block. It still works. It doesn't actually... Yeah. I think it works for the purpose of this bet.
All right. So, yeah. All right. Hold on. You're in the water stream. So, yeah. On top of... Where'd they put it? Basically, on top of... Is it all of that? Give me a second here.
Can I get
So this might actually be easier to do from above, but just like we had below, every single block of stone underneath should have glass on it. If that makes sense?
Every single block of stone above the water, you mean?
No, just period.
Oh, like... Oh, so there should still be that gap, but...
Yeah. Sorry, what do you mean there should still be? Yes.
So,
where the composter line runs. And that just keeps this whole system a little bit more lossless.
So if I fly in here... Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, the only space that there should not be glass is directly above the moss. Everything else fill in with glass. And then do that on both sides, and that'll just give it a little bit less loss. They hit us with a no? Oh, I don't know about... Oh, you don't have depth strider, do you?
No.
Wow.
I think that definitely worked for what it's worth.
I think it worked. I don't know. I think we might have to look for some new mods here. This is unbelievable.
I think... Come on. All right.
It worked.
Oh, God. And that is also the danger of following just a world build and not an actual tutorial. A tutorial would have told us that there needed to be a block in there.
Block, right?
Yeah.
See how that works. The other thing that a tutorial would help is build order, right? Like,
yeah.
I put in the stone pretty early because it looked like it was easy, and it made things a little bit harder for us. Specifically in this case.
It's not a big deal.
You know what? We'll find if we don't have glass there.
Short two glass there.
Much, right?
Oh God, can I get out of this?
Understanding hopper clocks would have told you that, Brood. Wow, it must be nice to know everything about Minecraft all of the time.
Okay. So now I think if we turn it on... Yeah, I don't have any more glass.
All right, let me hop on back. All right. All right, you ready? Or do you have more glass?
I don't have more glass now.
All right, let's try this again here. So an important thing to remember for this farm is this is the type of farm that you absolutely cannot leave on and then leave the chunks. Because I don't know if you've seen, like, this is the sort of thing that would, like, hopper timing and stuff like that. This thing will just break and die.
Yeah.
So you operate it when you're nearby, and then you turn it off, and then you wait for the whole thing to sort of function.
Now you can see.
Oh, this is so funny. The hopper is extending, or the moss is extending a little bit. Like, look underneath.
What?
Well, there's a little weird line of moss.
Oh,
here.
down here.
Yeah, I'd never seen that before. That's really funny.
I mean, that's just, yeah, proximity, right? Like, that wouldn't be a problem if there was a gap underneath here.
Yeah, yeah. Can you AFK this? 100%. Yeah, the one thing you can't do, though, is you can't fly away and just leave it. All right. And then take a look at this. Our first stonks, James.
Yeah, look at all that.
All right, let's turn this off. Okay, so now what we need to do, because this is effectively done, now what we need to do is modify it so that we actually get the output that we care about, right?
And we're done. Got a stack and a half there.
Oh, you destroyed that water source. Whatever.
Ah. There we go.
All right, so we got this here, and you know what? Actually, do you have a bunch of wood on you?
No.
Let me check over here to see if maybe when I chopped down some trees, I was smart and I left the logs behind.
I mean, I can definitely cut down some wood pretty easily.
No, we're good. We're good. So what kind of storage do you think we're going to need for this?
I mean, it depends on how much, like... Depends on how...
So the first thing that we want to do is we want an output for us, and we want an output for the farm. So we need to be a little bit careful. We can't just extend stuff down right here, else it'll get powered. But what we can do is right here. This will just be where we collect. This will just be where we collect the bone meal. That's done. That's all you need.
Yeah.
I mean, if we really wanted to be careful, we could do this. Look at that. I just added 25% more storage. Oh, he's scaling out of his mind.
Okay.
And then we can't extend the other stuff out in this direction, or else it will break. Again, because we have this powered red line right here. So what I want to do is this. And then what we're going to do is just make a new storage system over here.
No auto crafter to bone blocks? Yeah. Not today.
And then if we just did... Oh, that's not going to work, is it?
Where do we need to take the moss from?
So if you come back underneath the farm, previously we had 2 rows of composters here, right?
Yeah.
And so what I've done is I'm stealing half.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that math works. If it doesn't, that's a little bit awkward. I mean, if it doesn't, we could do like 30% or something, right? Like, I'm not 100% certain on what's going to happen here, but like, whatever. All right, so we have a hopper chain. Doo, 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 doo. And we do this. I mean, actually, here's a question, chat. Does anybody know off the top of their head what the yield of this is? Like, can we do this?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, or will this drain it faster than we want it to?
Jordan says the yield is 2. I believe Jordan. Why wouldn't I?
Known redstone enthusiast.
Yeah.
Jordan, we call him Jordan the Redstone Hopkins. It's we wouldn't, like, you don't just throw that title around if they're not a redstone master.
I was gonna call
right?
him Jordan Hopper Hopkins.
Yeah. All right. Let's slap some torches around here too, just in case. All right. So what we want to do, I'm going to turn this farm back on.
So this is gonna get everything too, right? Like, it's not gonna.
Yeah, there's no filter. I mean,
Yeah.
something we could do if we really wanted to.
Yeah.
What happened to... Yeah, there it is. Something we could do if we really wanted to is we could, like, check outputs, for
Yeah.
example, and then the ones that we don't care about, we could feed back in as compost.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, you could take everything out, divide it between moss blocks, which we want to keep, and everything else, and then send all of that to the compost.
It's 8 moss to 1 bone meal from the composters, if I'm correctly. Not sure how much the average loss generated. Yeah, mostly what I'm concerned is, so this farm yields 26,000 moss per hour. But, so presumably that means if we cut... I don't know where the break-even point is what I'm trying to say, right? Like, it needs to produce a certain amount of moss in a cycle in order to be self-sustaining. And then after a while, it's positive on top of that, right? And so just because I take half of it out doesn't mean that this suddenly yields 13,000 bone meal or whatever, right? Is what I'm saying make sense? Am I communicating the right point here?
I mean, is bone meal... Are we getting extra bone meal yet?
We're getting a little bit.
So, like, I don't know, just leave this running for a few minutes and see what happens? Like, theoretically,
Yeah,
if it's
we also
not...
need to make sure that this thing is bone meal positive, because if it's not, that means it might eventually break, which is bad.
Like, if it runs out of bone meal, does it just basically stop, or does it break?
It just stops. It just means, yeah. I mean, I guess it's not a terrible fail state, right? The fail state is just, oh.
Like, wait, we've only gotten... Why have we only gotten moss down here? Why aren't we getting, like, azalea and other stuff?
We could just be getting unlucky.
No, we're getting... Look at the bottom chest here.
Are we a genius?
Like, why are we only getting moss?
Because the hoppers are jammed. Oh, hey, neat. All right, well, we found a fail state, chat. Good news.
Well,
good news.
Perfect. Then we don't need to worry about it.
No. That's the opposite, James. That's the opposite. All right. Go underneath. Go underneath and look in all these hoppers.
Yeah. Like, they're very full. None of these are, obviously, because, yeah.
That's bad, okay?
No, it's fine.
Did we accidentally make our own filters? Nope.
I mean, what do we need? A double chest of moss?
No, we need a lot. Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to be an issue. We're getting hit by the... Yeah, so this isn't an issue with the composters because the composters are powerful. Oh, I have an idea. We could just put it directly into... we can just put it directly into chests. Which is kind of interesting. And then... Okay, hold on. All right, time for iteration the second.
Here, I'll clear all the...
Oh, buckets! Where'd that ice end up?
I got it.
All right. Okay, so...
Go down to this end here.
Okay. So here's the new plan. Let's keep the new plan. Do you have a redstone box? You're a big redstoner, right?
Yeah. What do you need?
Do you have a bunch of hoppers and chests on you?
No.
What?
Dear God, no.
Ooh, what? How do you even play this game?
At a very... Oh, where'd all the... Oh, I've got all this crap out of these hoppers.
All right, hold up. So, if we can collectively combine all of these, we die, right?
Sure.
So what we do is we demonstrate our enormous brain, so big, and we do this instead. Now I know what you're thinking. Serge, you can't open that chest. And you'd be right. All right, can you please remove the floor under... You don't have a bunch of wood on you?
No.
Ah.
I exist in my one spot. Hold on, let me check. No. I can go cut some wood down, though.
Yeah, we're gonna need, yeah. Give me a stack of logs.
I'll just cut down this tree.
I don't think one tree is gonna give you a stack of logs.
It's a jungle tree, so yes, it will.
A jungle tree might get you a stack of logs.
What do you need? Chests?
Chests, yes. Chat, do you still have to do that thing with hoppers where they point out into an empty direction as being better than feeding them straight down? Or is that no longer a thing in Minecraft?
Do you have iron to make these?
I have hoppers already. I just need chests.
Where do you need the chests?
So if you go underneath, you'll see a row of missing chests.
Oh. Ow.
Sorry.
Dang it.
All right. Perfect storage system. No notes. All right, let's try this again. Are you ready to fire it up and see what happens this time?
Yeah. Do it.
I will. All right, so now what we should have is a system that is net positive, but also puts all kinds of stuff in our box.
Yep.
There we go. And then that should no longer be as bullied by hopper stuff, right?
Yep.
Because rather than combining everything into one stream, and that was what, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That was 14 hoppers worth going into one stream with like 5 different items.
Yeah.
This is now evenly distributed all over the place. Now it's going to make a giant mess, and it should fill up pretty quickly. But still.
All right. So yeah, let's I don't know, let this run for 10 minutes and see how we do.
Sure. Oh, we didn't get to any decorating. We just made the farm. This took longer than I thought. I'm sorry. All right, so it's 10:26 right now.
Yeah.
How you doing? What do you want to talk about for 10 minutes?
I don't know. I'm going to get into a better position here so we can watch the farm do its thing.
Oh.
There we go. Look at that farm. Look at it go.
How did you feel about the process of like me coaching you through stuff? Obviously, there's some issues with communication sometimes. Like it didn't always work perfectly.
I mean, like, it worked as well as I think it could have worked. I mean, that is like the least, probably maybe not the least practical way, but like, that is definitely a goofy way of doing it. It probably would have been faster if I had just had, pictures open on another monitor, probably.
I don't know, because I've done that a bunch of times, and that part is also kind of miserable.
Well, I'll tell you this. You know what probably would have been the easiest, and we could have done this. Is actually that's true. Lightmatica would probably be the number one easiest. If I had also been so if you didn't know, chat, I wasn't watching a screen of Surge. Like I would, the only instructions I was getting from Surge was audio. If you had also been broadcasting, because you were just hanging out in the single player world, right?
Yeah.
If I had been able to glance over and occasionally see what you were looking at, it would have made
a couple of
things.
No, not that way, not that way, not
exactly.
that way. I could show you. That's true. That's 100% true.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Look, if you want to do this the quickest, easiest way possible, get Lightmatica. Like, if you're gonna just unless you're gonna design a farm yourself, like if you're gonna take something like this and put it in your world, just get Lightmatica. It's so much easier. I'm
curious. Do you have that working right now? Because I tried.
No, I don't. I don't have Lightmatica
before,
working.
and it threw a bunch of errors. I actually had to uninstall it. Like it was a game-breaking change because I thought like this is a vanilla plus server at this point. As far as chat might be aware, we are running Fabric. We've got the proximity voice chat mod on, and a couple of like very minor things.
Mm-hmm.
But when I've run Lightmatica in the past, I've had to use it through like a separate launcher.
Oh, interesting.
And I don't know if I can just, add it on top. I'm not very smart when it comes to this sort of like PCO modded experience. I've played like mod packs where everything is done.
Yep.
But I don't know how to build stuff like this. So I don't know how to add something like that and make it work. And so like I tried a little bit this morning because
interesting.
God, that would have been so much easier.
Yeah, no, I haven't used Lightmatica since the last world, so. But I recall having to do
basically vanilla, so it was very easy to just launch the server in Lightmatica and we're done, right?
I mean, none of the changes that we've made should make Lightmatica an issue because Lightmatica is all client side. You don't need anything server side for Lightmatica to work.
Oh, Avi says I might be missing dependencies. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll try and spend more than all of 15 minutes on it,
James, can you do one last walkthrough to show how it works, or should I watch the VOD? I mean, so I don't know how useful necessarily a walkthrough is going to be describing all of the different redstone functionality. But the core, I mean, we can kind of show you the core, which is the core mechanic here is that when you bone meal moss that is surrounded by stone, it will turn a number of those stones within a, I think, 4-block or 5-block radius. What is it?
You're about right. Yeah.
I think because the stone, I think it's right.
Stone is 8 deep. Right?
Yeah.
So
whenever we are bone mealing this particular block, there are 4 of these around the farm, right? So there's one here, and then mirrored on the other side. And you got this dropper that is bone mealing this particular piece of moss. And that is in turn turning a bunch of the stone that we're creating in a separate. It's basically 2 machines in one, right? You have a stone generator, which is what all the lava and
water plus lava gives stone.
Yeah.
And what you have is a piston feed tape that's constantly pushing the stone out, which is why those pistons are firing at an uneven rate.
Yeah. So
always trying to expand.
You can see, if you look at it like this, you can see which ones are getting pushed when.
Yeah. Then step 2, we have the moss system that James is explaining.
Yeah.
So the seed moss underneath is turning some of the stone above into moss. Now, an interesting interaction between a stone feed tape and moss is when the stone gets pushed, it'll actually break all of the moss blocks. Now, directly underneath the moss, we have glass. So the moss doesn't fall down, it falls on top of the stone.
Pushed
And
up.
on the same timer, you have the water is released. It flushes all of that moss into a system of composters in the middle. I'm not in creative. I almost walked off a cliff because I was trying to steer James's screen. The compost turns the moss into bone meal, which in turn feeds itself back into the system. So the system creates bone meal, which it needs to keep going. And then the chests in the front are collecting excess bone meal. And then originally this is only a bone meal farm, but we actually want
the moss.
We actually want the moss. So we took half of the outputs, and we are collecting moss and everything out of it as well.
Yeah. So it's taking the moss, it's taking the moss carpet, it's taking seeds, it's taking azaleas, flowering azaleas. I think those are the 5 items. And it is turning all of that into the bone meal to continue to feed itself. So, like, if we come down here and we hit this is the excess.
No, don't look yet.
I'm just looking at the bone meal.
10 minutes.
I'm just looking at the bone meal. I'm not looking at the moss. I don't care about the bone meal.
That's fair.
This is the excess bone meal that it is creating that allows us to keep going.
Though. That also means that even with stealing half of the outputs,
it's still fine.
Still netting. I love that. Yeah.
So again, and this is the kind of farm that you will see people build, and then they'll turn it on and they'll use it for 5 hours, and then they will never need to use it again.
This is often a farm with a means to an end too. Like if you get a huge amount of bone meal, you can then use this for tree farms. So sometimes you'll see one of these feeding into like a TNT powered tree farm.
Yep.
So you use its output to turn it into something else that's handy. But you're right. If you only need thing 1 or thing 2, it's not tremendously.
Yeah, but I
useful.
mean, yeah, a bone meal farm is obviously incredibly useful for a bunch of different farms. So using this as your main source of bone meal to feed your other farms, whether it be a flower farm or a tree farm or I don't know what else you need bone meal for. Sorry?
Crops.
Crops, yep.
You can use it for lichen
Yep.
as well. Or if you just want to build out a bone block, I don't know.
Yep. I mean, yeah, and that's true too, right? Like it gives you bone meal when you can turn that bone meal into. You could automatically do it now, right? Like we
this
could
is a
theoretically
vegan
be
bone farm.
Yeah, like theoretically, the better thing to do with the excess bone meal would be to add in the autocrafter here to craft it into bone blocks, because now all of a sudden you're compressing. Now these 5 chests basically turn into 45 double chests, right? Because you're taking 9 bone meal.
Output's going directly into something, at which point that would... I just want to say the autocrafter is not always necessary, because you might just want bone meal.
No, but if you're looking for bone blocks, or if you're looking for just a way to compress down all the bone meal that you might not need, you're saving on storage.
Yeah, some neat little things here. So this is what we're mentioning before, James. If you look where I am, this redstone line is really clever. So this is what's actually activating the top. So the redstone pulse extends this piston here. The piston fires the activator rails, which the observers are watching.
Yep.
And that passes the observer up top back and forth. And then whenever it hits the block, it activates the line that fires the oh god, words are so hard right now.
What's the ice for? The ice makes it so the items travel nice and quickly.
Yeah.
So ice speeds up
water streams faster and less likely for items to get stuck on the inside.
So yeah, if I go into spectator mode here, you can see that's going to come out, hit the water stream, and the ice is going to make it so that it goes nice and smooth all the way around the corner and comes out the other
in a
side.
water stream, when you see how the sign block is stopping the water stream and letting it continue in a linear direction instead of going both ways?
Yeah.
If you have a regular block, if you don't have enough momentum, what happens is your items will just stop there. Ice specifically slides. And so what's really cool with the slide mechanic there is the water stream can stop, but the items will keep moving, and it carries it fast enough that it goes from the one water source to the next water source. Otherwise, you have to start like doing cascading level something or thinking of other ways to try and move stuff around.
Yeah. If this was a new world, how long would this take to set up? It would definitely take some grinding because you need a lot of redstone. It's
I'd say 6 to 8 hours.
I would say you would, because so here's the thing: you're going to need a lot of redstone. You're going to need a lot of iron. You're going to need a lot of quartz. You're going to need, I mean, obviously the building blocks we're using here don't need to be white concrete. That's just what Surge got. These could literally just be stone or cobblestone. It wouldn't look as pretty, obviously.
Careful with that, actually. It has to be a block that moss won't convert.
Yes, sorry, yeah. Which cobblestone doesn't?
Correct.
Yeah, so it could be cobblestone. But yeah, you definitely want a block that doesn't convert to moss.
I would never do this without getting Fortune 3 tools. I think that would be miserable.
Yeah. That's,
you also need slime. Slime is an unfortunate detour.
Yep.
This is not a starter farm. This is absolutely not a starter farm.
Yeah. What time were we going to?
There are simpler designs too. Like this is not the most bare bone one. You can just make small. Like we have 4 moss nodes where you can get away with a single one pretty easily.
Mm-hmm. What time are we going till?
All right, it's been 10 minutes. I'm going to turn it off.
All right. So turn it off. We'll let everything funnel out, and then we'll check.
You can watch the water stream. That's how we know we're done.
I'll be nice and go up here and grab all the stuff that will despawn if we don't do this. Ow.
All right, how much moss did we get? I know you don't care about moss, but they're not
you
moss.
You mean bone meal? 10.5 stacks.
You know what? Respectable. For 10 minutes?
Yep.
Ridiculous.
So it's a stack a minute, basically.
Yep.
Okay, down here, It looks like we've got... Well, let's do
No,
this.
that was the one that we had before.
Yeah, that was
too.
the one we had before. So there's a decent chunk in here. Let's move these all up to the top, and then we can... We didn't run it for very long, though. So, like, we could call this 12 minutes or something.
All right, we're just going to take all of the moss out?
Yeah,
sure.
I'm just taking all the moss out to combine it into... It's going to be a good chunk.
Uh-oh. This is a sort of farm designed for people who constantly need thousands of stacks of items. Yeah. All right, I think our farm rules, dude. Holy crap. What in the world?
Hold on. Okay, that's it. So in 10 minutes...
That's it, he says.
That's it. In 10 minutes, we got pretty damn close to let's call it 15 minutes. We got pretty close to 3 double chests worth of moss blocks.
Cool. All right, I'm going to start filling some shulker boxes here so we can take it to the museum.
Yeah. I mean, you might
I
as
don't
well
even know if we're
turn
going to use this for hedges. I think we're probably going to use... We could probably use some for hedges. I was mostly thinking about this for a manicured lawn, chat.
And then we have a bunch of random azalea, flowering azalea, carpet, wheat seeds are the other 4 blocks you're going to get from doing this.
So this took us 2 hours.
Yeah,
And
it took us
suppose
about...
The equivalent you always ask yourself is like, all right, if I had to do this manually, how long would this have taken me?
Oh, if we'd manually gotten all the moss?
Right?
Um,
Like, at what point is it a time saver?
I don't know. That's a good question. Is this our hedge fund?
Wow, hurtful.
But yeah.
All right, give me a second here. Let's stop by. I want to stop by my base on the way home. Actually, let's leave an ender chest here as well.
Do a
I need to
10-minute
pick up
moss
some spare
punchy
shulker
chunk.
boxes to put in. But yeah, I'm gonna start dropping this off there. I mean, I do want to talk about some of the plans, which we didn't actually get to any of the beautification today because we only got about 15 minutes left. Oh wait, my base is right here. I thought we had further to go.
What are we doing in here?
I'm grabbing spare shulker boxes because all of my shulker boxes have been converted into moss boxes. Do you have a bunch of green dye again this season or no?
Yes, I do.
Can I have 6 green dye?
I mean, yeah.
Sick.
Come to my base, I suppose.
Sure, let's do that in just a sec then. Do I have spare shulker boxes? And if so, where did I put them? It's not enough cool stuff. Must be, well, whatever. I'll just craft another 6 of these.
I don't know where you guys are, but that's what you sound like. Oh, you're up here. Hey, you got a Napster. Hell yeah.
What? Why wouldn't I have a Napster?
What? Wait, why wouldn't you have a Napster?
Yeah.
Do you normally have a Napster?
You named it.
Oh, I named it? Oh, I named it. I have no memory of that. I don't remember doing
I
that.
was like, what are you talking about, James? Of course I do.
No, I don't remember doing that.
Oh my god.
All right, you ready to go?
Winner. Hey, can we give a second to once again shout out Trek?
Yeah, for getting all this done.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right, what do I got here? Sure was a Monday. This is Tex. This is Peggy. This is Turnip. That's an excellent name for a donkey.
Yeah. Green dye.
Yes, please.
Come down here. Go down there. Okay. Go down farther. It's a pain in the ass to get out of there, though. Okay. And then there should be a chest down there, and there should be some shulkers, and you can just grab from that.
Are you sure you want me to pull from this full shulker box?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll manually put a little bit back in.
You're not gonna like how I want to get out of here.
Okay, hey, fly out. Fly!
Why would I fly out? That's stupid.
Do you have an ender pearl? That's probably the best way to get up.
Uh-huh. Sure don't. You got a pearl on you?
I actually don't know if I do. I don't think so. Unless I have one in my ender chest. Oh, I do. Hell yeah. I was just about to throw it to you. No, damn it! Okay, it's fine. Hold on. Here you go. There you go.
Oh, I hit you! You walked over and you blocked me, dude!
That's fine. You can get out nice and easy now. Just rock it up. Just rock it up! God, you're such a monster.
Can't reach this block.
Don't break my redstone. I worked hard on it.
Can't believe the timing on that.
That timing was very good.
My throw was so good.
Yep.
Your ceiling's a different color.
Yeah, it's because it's just a beacon.
Oh, hey, I found some stuff you could use to
Oh, look at that.
get out of that hole there.
No, guy.
Also, your pickaxe is broken.
It's not broken. It's at 1. It's in there so I
Sorry,
don't
can
break
open
it.
that. 1 sec.
No. He'll get so angry at
I
me.
can't believe you invited me to the base. Whoa.
What?
Why can't I use this?
Back to the
You
back to the
stop.
What's this shape?
That's
Are
all
you
the
trying to draw an Among Us, or is it a platypus?
that's all the chunks I have to dig out.
Why is it in that shape?
Because that's the shape of the trial chamber.
Oh, how do you know?
I don't worry about it.
Interesting.
I just go into spectator and figure out the outline. So now I know exactly where I need to punch.
Interesting.
And then we'll have a completely floating trial chamber.
What was this?
What was what?
I thought I just saw something fly in, and I checked. We're the only 2 people on the server. What the? Am I going crazy? Maybe.
All right. We're going back to the... I mean, the show's almost over, but are we going back to the museum?
Sure. Can't believe, yeah, Hero Brian just guested on our show.
Which path is a museum down?
The portal closest to you. This should be the museum right here.
Wait, what?
Where I am, sorry. The portal closest to your portal.
The portal closest to my
You're
portal?
right.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, this should be it.
Yeah, this is it.
All right. So use your mind's eye here. We'll go into Cheaty Cam for a second. Let's use your mind's eye. And let me tell you about my plan.
Uh-huh.
So coming off the front of the walkways and the stairs, we do a big T shape
Okay.
of, oh, and I got a beautiful design planned out for what the pathway is going to look like, right? Now, I don't know if we want, let's actually look up the BC Parliament. Is it flat or do they have a step?
Where?
With the grass, like, is the whole thing flat leading up to it, or is the walkway, the lefty righty walkway in front of it, slightly raised up? There's a bit of a raised walkway. So here's an interesting question: do you want to?
What photo are you looking
do
at?
You want to add more depth to it, or you want to leave the whole thing flat?
I don't know. What photo are you looking at?
So when I look at this photo, it goes to a YouTube video, so I'm not going to share it, but I'm going to send this to you, and then you can share this with chat. So look at that photo.
1 second. Open in browser. Bam.
No. When I'm talking about a drop, I'm talking like for the first, 50 or so blocks, we have, I'm sorry, I did like a Google snip of something, right? But like there's that raised up portion.
Yeah.
So we have a walkway and we have a wall, and then we would drop the rest of the lawn at the front of the building down like 2 blocks and have a straight path that leads up to the front of it.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah. Yeah, like so in the real life, there's a path right here. You can see these people. There's a fountain that's like right about here kind of thing.
Yep.
But this is mostly just open lawn around here. And the lawn does slope, but we don't need to do that slope. I don't think that would work.
Here's another photo for you as well for a straight shot of it. So I think I'd make the main pathway that walks up a lot bigger, a lot more prestigious.
Yeah, so there you go. So
yeah, like couple of custom trees, probably a little bit more detail, so it's just not as boring. We can do a big old fountain in the middle, but yeah, big walk thing.
Yeah.
And then, so probably what we would do is, I don't know, I'm going to guesstimate. Maybe about here is where we'd put that wall. And then maybe a little bit further
probably,
out? I don't know.
I think you could come a little bit back towards the stairs if I'm being honest.
There's a hole there. Well, I think I want some green space up here too, right? So there'd be a little bit of garden up here, and we'd have the walkway back and forth.
Fair.
And then the other thing that it has, I believe if you look at the building, like right up against the windows, like these would be little gardens too, right?
Yeah.
So we'd have a walkway this way, but this would be some green space too.
Yep.
And then I don't know if we really solved what we're doing with the building and the windows here. They still look a little bit awkward.
I mean, I
good
think
from afar.
In real life, they're a little bit more of a window well, too. So like you would knock these out, kind of thing, right? And take the glass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of awkward too that we can like. I don't know if we want to like black.
I know.
If we want to like do like
so
some.
I might do I don't know if you've been watching a lot of BOO, but there's like a really neat lighting trick you can do of honey blocks and a light source and stuff behind it. Like, the other thing that's awkward too is look above it, right? You see the back of a cliff wall there, right? Like some of the exhibits also don't do a great job of looking through the windows.
Yeah.
But
I don't think up here. I don't think it matters as much. I think we definitely need something down here
at the ground level, yeah.
And even if it's just like something that's blanking out the windows so you can't see in there, yeah.
Yeah, give me a second to show you a thumbnail because God, he's such a good builder. And I think BOO and Scar have been passing credit back and forth or who gets credit for this window design. I'm going to take a snapshot of a photo for you. God, this place is so dark. Why is it so dark? Please hold.
Man, that would be a really deep cut Minecraft themed tattoo right there, huh?
What's that?
So when you break a block, I don't know what it looks like without this texture pack on. It would be, I guess it would be different. I don't know, I have to check. Now I'm actually kind of curious. Hold on. Well, I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to disconnect.
Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. So, I'd send you this photo. So if you click on that, there's a couple of fascinating things that BOO has done here. One is backs of paintings.
Yeah.
And the other is, does this one have the lit up honey blocks? It might as well. I think on the second floor, the second window is a lit up honey block.
Oh, okay. Yep. That does look like that. Yep.
And then when you look at it at night, it looks like it's glowing just a little bit.
That's cool.
Which is amazing as well. And it gives this fascinating impression, specifically with like different light levels, of giving warmth without looking like it's blocked. Which is a very cool trick. So, something to think about as a way to, like, I don't know, make the windows look more interesting. Yeah, and the reason that you use those blocks is they let light through without being like super bright.
Yeah.
As opposed to a solid block that just like makes window black.
Cool.
I don't know. Sorry, I completely you're talking about a tattoo and I was just like
No, I just got sidetracked. It's fine. Okay.
Anyways, ideas.
Yeah. Well, we can come back to this. Well, actually, technically... Okay, hold on, wait.
In 17 weeks, Minecraft will return.
It's not 17, but it is 2, right? Because I think...
400 weeks.
Yeah, no Mind Clock next week because it's a fam jam. But then on October 1st, we'll be back, and Uno should be here as well. And then we had said that we were going to alternate between... God, this Bobby mod's cool. Keeping everything loaded makes things look so much nicer. Like, are you still watching my stream?
I am. I need you. I need you to give me that mod.
Like,
I will also have that mod.
This is so much nicer, just keeping everything loaded. Cool. Yeah. So we'll be back in 2 weeks with all three of us, and we'll continue to raid the trial chambers and just collecting all the things that we need to collect, and then we can start working on the beautification. Should we go back and turn on the moss farm again?
I mean, I think you jokingly were correct that I think we're done with it for now, unless you need to run it.
I mean, yeah, if you think this is probably a good start.
Because if I don't set up a specific item sorter on it, it's going to overflow in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, so. That's fair. That's fair. All right, cool. Well, then I shall say farewell to Surge. Bye, Surge.
Thanks, bud. Good stream.
Yep, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. All right, friends. Thank you all so much for hanging out today. Always a pleasure. The other Trevor, welcome back for 88 months, by the way. 42 Millie Ways. 74 months. Zurgeon, welcome back for 54. And Steve from Detroit, also for 54. But yeah, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you're watching over on YouTube, what up, YouTube? Hope you're doing well. Leave a comment down below about what you love about Minecraft. Engagement. But yeah, that's going to do it from me today. And we'll see you all again in 2 weeks' time with more Mine O'Clock. Bye, everybody.